Welcome to Reliable Prepper, your go-to source for practical survival tips and guidance. Here, we believe in the power of preparation. We believe in the strength of knowledge, the importance of self-reliance, and the value of community. We're here to provide you with the tools and information you need to navigate any situation, whether it's a natural disaster, a power outage, or a more complex threat. Recent news has made it clear that we're living in uncertain times. Geopolitical tensions are high, and threats are constantly evolving. We're facing the potential of cyber attacks, terrorism, and military conflicts that could disrupt our daily lives or even put us in danger. But as unsettling as that may sound, we believe in the power of preparation. We believe that with the right knowledge, tools, and mindset, we can face these challenges head-on. In today's video, we're going to be discussing these imminent threats and how you can prepare for them. We'll be covering a wide range of topics, from understanding the current threat landscape to fortifying your home and developing an emergency communication plan. We'll talk about the importance of having a well-stocked pantry, creating a comprehensive evacuation plan, and knowing how to protect yourself and your family. We'll also touch on the importance of community and mutual aid, and how building a network of like-minded individuals can make all the difference in a crisis. And because we understand that dealing with potential threats can be stressful, we'll provide tips on maintaining your mental and emotional health during these uncertain times. So, whether you're a seasoned prepper or you're just starting to consider the importance of being prepared, we hope you'll find this video informative and empowering. Remember, preparation isn't about living in fear. It's about equipping yourself with the knowledge and skills to face any challenge with confidence. So, let's get started. Today, we delve into the imminent threats on U.S. soil and how you can protect your family. In today's increasingly unpredictable world, understanding the threat landscape is more important than ever. We live in an era where the news cycle is dominated by reports of geopolitical tensions, brewing conflicts, and a constant stream of threats, both seen and unseen. Let's start with the geopolitical tensions. Countries are locked in power struggles, vying for dominance, and these tensions can sometimes escalate into full-blown conflicts. These situations can affect us directly or indirectly, with repercussions that can range from economic instability to actual physical threats on our soil. Then we have the types of threats that are less tangible but equally destructive. Cyber attacks. Cyber threats are no longer just about identity theft or credit card fraud. In recent years, we've seen hackers take control of vital infrastructure, from power grids to water treatment facilities. This type of threat can disrupt our daily lives in significant ways. And the worst part is, these attacks can be launched from anywhere in the world. Of course, we can't overlook the threat of terrorism. Terrorist threats have evolved and diversified. They're not just about large-scale attacks anymore. Lone wolf attacks, bioterrorism, and even cyber terrorism are all realities in our world today. Lastly, there are military conflicts. While the United States is a global powerhouse, it's not invincible. Military conflicts, whether direct or indirect, can have serious implications for our safety and security. Understanding these threats is not about living in fear. It's about being aware, staying informed, and most importantly, being prepared. We can't control the actions of nations or the decisions of hackers halfway across the globe, but we can control how prepared we are to face these threats. Preparedness is not just about having a plan. It's about being proactive, about anticipating potential scenarios and knowing how to respond. It's about ensuring the safety and security of our families and our communities in the face of adversity. Knowing is half the battle, and the next step is to take action. Your home is your fortress, but how secure is it really? Every castle needs a strong defense, and the first step is assessing your home's security. Start by conducting a thorough walkthrough of your property. Look for vulnerabilities like weak doors, unsecured windows, and blind spots that could hide intruders. Next, consider investing in a solid security system. This could include security cameras, alarms, and motion detectors. These devices not only deter potential threats, but also provide valuable evidence if an incident occurs. Don't forget about securing your home's entry points. Reinforce doors with deadbolts and metal security plates. Secure windows with security film or laminates. And remember, a tall fence with a locked gate can be a potent deterrent. Finally, consider creating a safe room in your home, a fortified space where your family can retreat in a worst-case scenario. This room should be reinforced and contain essentials like food, water, and communication devices. Remember, a secure home is a safe home. When disaster strikes, Communication is key. It's the lifeline that keeps your family connected, informed, and ready to face whatever comes your way. A well-crafted family communication plan ensures that everyone knows who to contact, where to meet, and what to do in an emergency. Having an updated, easily accessible emergency contact list is crucial. It should contain important numbers such as local emergency services, trusted neighbors, and out-of-town relatives. But what if your cell phone is not an option? That's where alternative communication methods come in. Radios, for instance, can be a lifeline when traditional communication channels fail. They allow you to receive vital updates and connect with others, even when the power is out. Remember, in a crisis, information is power. Having the right communication tools and plans in place can make all the difference. So take the time to set up your emergency communication plan. Stay connected, stay safe, When the situation calls for it, you need to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. That's where a well-thought-out evacuation plan and a well-stocked bug-out bag come into play. Imagine this. The sirens blare. The radio announces a mandatory evacuation. Panic sets in, but not for you. You've got a plan. You've rehearsed it with your family. Everyone knows their role, their destination, and the route to get there. That's the power of a comprehensive evacuation plan. It's not just a map and a destination. It's a blueprint for survival. Now, let's talk about your bug-out bag. This isn't your everyday backpack. It's a lifeline packed with essentials to get you through the first 72 hours of a crisis. So what goes in it? First, water. You'll need at least a liter per person per day. Next, food. High-energy, non-perishable items are your best bet. Then comes shelter, like a lightweight tent or a sleeping bag. Don't forget about first aid supplies, any necessary medications, and personal hygiene items. But that's not all. You'll also need tools and gear, like a multi-tool, a flashlight, and a portable charger. And remember, cash and important documents should be on your list too. And what about your evacuation routes? You should have at least 2 different routes mapped out, taking into account various scenarios and potential roadblocks. Your meeting point should be a safe distance away, somewhere familiar and easy to find. But here's the key. Practice makes perfect. Run drills. Test your routes during different times of the day and different weather conditions. Familiarize yourself with these paths until they become second nature. Preparation is more than just having a plan. It's about being ready to adapt, to change course if needed. It's about having the peace of mind, knowing you've done everything in your power to protect your family. Be ready to move when the time comes. Because when the sirens blare, you won't be scrambling. You'll be ready. A well-stocked pantry can be a lifesaver in times of crisis. Just as squirrels gather nuts for the winter, we too must fortify our reserves to weather the storm. Stockpiling essential supplies is not about paranoia, it's about preparedness. Now, let's talk about what those essential supplies are. At the top of the list, we have food and water. Aim for a 3-month supply if possible. Choose long-lasting foods like canned goods, dried fruits, grains, and legumes. Don't forget about comfort foods either. A bar of chocolate or a can of your favorite soup can make a world of difference when times are tough. Water is vital. Each person needs about 1 gallon of water per day for drinking and sanitation. So for a family of 4, that's 120 gallons for a month. Store water in food-grade water storage containers and remember to rotate it every 6 months. Next up, medical supplies. A comprehensive first aid kit is a must-have. It should include bandages, antiseptic wipes, tweezers, medical tape, and over-the-counter medications for common ailments. Prescription medications are also crucial. If possible, keep a backup supply. Last but not least, hygiene products. Soap, toothpaste, toilet paper, these are all things we take for granted until we run out. Stockpile these items and you'll thank yourself later. Now, keeping a stockpile requires a bit of maintenance. You can't just set it and forget it. Regularly check your supplies for expiration dates and rotate them out as needed. Use the old stuff, replace it with new, and your stockpile will remain fresh and ready for use. The essence of stockpiling is not to hoard, but to be self-reliant. It's about ensuring that you and your loved ones are taken care of, regardless of what life throws at you. Remember, it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Stay stocked, stay prepared. When it comes to protecting your family, you are the first line of defense. In a world that's often unpredictable, understanding the legal and practical aspects of self-defense is a must. It's not about living in fear, but rather equipping yourself with the knowledge and skills to respond effectively if the need arises. The law varies from state to state, but in general you have the right to defend yourself and your family from imminent harm. However, it's essential to familiarize yourself with your local laws to ensure that your actions remain within legal boundaries. Now, let's talk about training. Knowing how to throw a punch or aim a weapon can be crucial in a life-threatening situation. But remember, the goal is not to become an action movie hero. It's about learning how to neutralize a threat quickly and efficiently to protect yourself and your loved ones. So, consider enrolling in self-defense classes, whether it's martial arts, firearms training, or even basic first aid courses. These skills can make a world of difference when seconds count. But let's not forget about the other side of the coin: mental preparedness. Physical skills are vital, but without the right mindset, they can go to waste. Training your mind to stay calm under pressure, to think clearly in chaotic situations, and to make quick decisions is just as important. After all, your brain is your most powerful weapon. And lastly, physical preparedness. Keeping yourself in good shape not only boosts your confidence, but also improves your ability to handle demanding situations. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and adequate sleep are key to maintaining your physical readiness. So folks, remember, self-defense is more than just knowing how to use a weapon. It's about being mentally and physically prepared, about understanding your rights, and about having the will to protect yourself and your family. It's a holistic approach that combines law, training, mindset, and physical fitness. Stay strong, stay safe. We've covered a lot today, but remember, the journey to preparedness is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about taking consistent steps toward securing your family's safety, rather than trying to do everything at once. Looking back at all the critical areas we've discussed, it's clear that understanding the threat landscape is the cornerstone of any preparedness plan. By staying informed about current events and potential threats, you can anticipate and respond to emergencies effectively. Home security and fortification came next, where we examined the importance of strengthening your home's defenses and creating a secure haven for your family. From security systems and cameras to safe rooms and entry points, every detail counts when it comes to fortifying your home. Then we delved into emergency communication plans, highlighting the need for a comprehensive communication strategy that keeps your family connected during crises. Remember, having a reliable communication plan can mean the difference between chaos and coordinated action. We also explored evacuation plans and bug-out bags, emphasizing the need for a well-thought-out evacuation strategy and a bug-out bag packed with essentials. In a crisis situation, these preparations can save precious time and lives. Next, we talked about stockpiling essential supplies. A well-stocked pantry can sustain your family during extended periods of crisis, and rotating your supplies ensures that your stockpile remains fresh and usable. In the realm of self-defense and protection, we outlined the importance of mental and physical preparedness, along with training and self-defense techniques. After all, your safety and the safety of your loved ones is paramount. And lastly, we discussed the value of community and mutual aid. Building a network of like-minded individuals not only provides emotional support during tough times, but also fosters a collective resource pool that can be invaluable during emergencies. The time to start preparing is now. Don't wait for a crisis to strike before taking action. Start with small steps, and gradually you'll find yourself on the path to becoming a reliable prepper. Until next time, stay vigilant, stay prepared. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our videos. And remember, preparation is the key to survival.